To the beginner's guide for Lucio players. This is for any player, any Overwatch 2 player who's new to the game and just wants some basics of Lucio and tips and tricks for him. So here you can see his basic abilities. I'm not going to read through all this. We're just going to hop into some gameplay and look at him. So he has a primary fire, just does damage. No healing is affected by this. And then you can see it's switching off between the health with the yellow and the little plus sign on the left, and then speed boost with the green and the arrows. That is a little circle where any ally in your circle will receive, either if you're on the green, they'll receive a speed boost, or in the yellow, they will receive healing. So if you are uncomfortable switching back and forth with this, especially if you're new to the hero, it's better to keep it on healing to keep your team healed, obviously. But then the more you play him, the more you'll get used to switching back and forth and use the speed to boost in, and then use the health when your team needs it. There's a fine line between speed and healing, and finding that is very important to excelling at Lucio. But when you're new, honestly, if you just keep on that heal, your team will probably be better off for it. And when to use the amplification, which amplifies either the speed or healing, I wouldn't say I'm the best at this. I usually use the amp just to get out of spawn fast. But definitely try to use this, obviously, more so when you have your teammates that are really low near you. To give them a short little burst of healing is always important. And then the boop is obviously very important. You can boop people off the edge. You can boop people that are diving you backwards. That's why Lucio is kind of nice to have against like a Winston diving on your backline. You can boop him away and have more time to damage him. So there's just a lot of different scenarios in which you can use that. Now his ultimate, there's two main ways to use it. One, you can use it to cancel out someone else, like in this clip shows the Orisa ulting and Lucio blocks it with the ult. You can drop it down and give your teammates a bunch of health so they don't die. You also can use it in an aggressive way where you just beat and then you and your team move in. I have a clip of that also. So overall, Lucio, he is honestly a very good healer. He's good for beginners, and he does have a high skill ceiling where you have to put a lot of time to get really good with him. I would say my biggest thing with it is sometimes I'll get carried away and chase people into the backline too much and just going to leave my team. Just kind of like a basic Reddit Lucio is kind of what they call him. But Lucio, he's a lot of fun, really useful for your team if you use him right, and honestly, he does a lot of damage if you get really good. Especially with the wall climbing, didn't really touch on that. Wall climbing is very important, but again, if you're like a beginner, you're probably not going to be doing a lot of wall climbing, and you don't really need to either. But if you have any questions about Lucio, leave them in the comments below, and comment what hero you would like me to do some beginner breakdowns of next. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.